Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me weird? I see you. I see you. I see you looking around and shit at me. And I'm quite offended. Why are you looking at me weird? Is it because of my fertile bangs? Is it because of my fertile bangs? Is it because of my cute freckles? Is it because of my curvaceous body? Let me know, because I see you judging. Hey guys, welcome to Not Thriving, episode 7. 7 is the lucky number. 7. Yes, angel numbers, the angel numbers from hell. Guys, welcome to the 7th episode of Not Thriving. I look like Hannah Montana today. Yes. Not only after like a bleach and tone, but also like after a bender and bone. Like, I don't know. Is that weird to say because she was a child? I don't know. Guys, look at my nails. Sorry if you're listening to this. Hi, listeners. Love you the mostest. Guys, I think this episode is the episode where this is finally, girl, 7 episodes. It took me a little bit too long. It's kind of embarrassing. But this is finally being distributed to all networks. So, yay, Not Thriving is internationally recognized by everyone who is gay. Okay. Guys, before we get into this at all, it's time for me to make a bag. Yes! Finally! Most exciting announcement ever. Patreon is live. Not Thriving Patreon. I'm the best YouTuber. Guys, okay, Not Thriving Patreon. Can I tell you about this really quick? This Patreon is going to take you behind the scenes of the Not Thriving podcast. There's so much that goes in to creating these looks. It's always a lot of work for me to do all my looks for this podcast, but it's my favorite part. So every episode of this podcast will accompany a vlog on the Patreon that will be posted every time I post one of these. Another video will be posted on there of me doing a full get ready with me /vlog, classic YouTube Antonio Garza style. And in those vlogs, I'm going to be letting you guys into my life in a way that I honestly refuse to do these days. But yeah, I want to be able to let people who want to see more about me and the process of how I do this, I want to be able to let you guys in for those who want to see it. So yeah, every time I do an episode, there's going to be an accompanying video on Patreon about how I created these looks. And so for this one example, I showed you how I did this hair, how I created this wig, how I did these nails, how I made this dress, just the whole process. I showed you guys behind the scenes, and the most important part, a get ready with me for every episode. And they're gonna be posted on Patreon, so you guys can go there. There's also gonna be other perks on Patreon as well, which you guys can enjoy. I'm just doing one tier for now. And I also know that people might be fearful because I'm not the most consistent person on the internet, but no matter what happens, even if I'm not posting an episode, there will be exclusive Patreon content. We're gonna be posting a lot of stuff on there. I'm also gonna be doing extended episodes. I'm not gonna be doing them every single time, but I will be doing them at least once a month for you guys. Supporting the Patreon will help me keep this podcast going, help me keep the lights on. Give me money. Okay, just kidding. Yes, link in bio, first link in the bio. When this goes up, there should be a vlog up on there for this look. And then the extended episode will happen next time.
Please.
Okay, speaking of intimate life details, which I don't usually share online, I do have to give you guys a follow-up update about me getting evicted. Woo! Woo! I'm no longer getting evicted. Woo! Okay. Last week, if you didn't see, guys, I talked about how I got a notice to leave my house and I have to move out. But good news, I don't. And I think it's because after that day that I filmed that, I had texted her and I was like, yeah, bye. Like, see you soon. 60 days notice starts now. And good thing for me that was just a tactic. Guys, they were lying. They were bluffing. Why are you bluffing at me like that? Because they were like, oh, actually, never mind. How about 5% instead of 10% rent increase? And I was like, girl, whatever. I guess I could do 5% increase on my rent. Yes. Will I be broke? Yes. Will I have to eat rice and beans for the next 6 months? Yeah. Will I have to sell every designer bag I own? Probably. But you know what? It's all in the heart of passion. I'm staying here because this is where my podcast is and I don't want to move it. It's too much work. But yes, everyone clap. Everyone clap for me. Thank you. Guys, new character just dropped. You guys don't know this about me. This is a little secret. I have an alter ego. I guess I could tell you her name. I don't want to tell you all her lore because one day you guys will find out about her. I'm thinking maybe through a YouTube video. Her name is Joss. Joss is me. I am Joss. I am Hollywood. This is Joss. That's me. And I am Joss. And Joss, she has a vibe to her. She has a personality. She's my only alter ego at the moment. Well, was my only alter ego because, guys, new alter ego dropped. Because God made girls. He sit back and let the boys try to rock your world. Cause God made girls. Cause God made girls. God made girls. Yes, new alter ego dropped. What should her name be? Please, can you guys comment down below names for my new alter ego? I'm obsessed with her. If you didn't see her on TikTok, guys, I brought back something that everyone was waiting for. I can't believe I forgot to mention this last episode, how crazy and random it is that after 4 years, the doing my makeup like a Republican trend has come back. She's back. She's back and she's here to stay. After 4 years, and you guys may be wondering, what are the odds? And yes, lore. Hi, lore check. I started this trend 4 years ago after stealing a Trump sign with my friends randomly during COVID. I stole the Trump sign. I was like, what do I do with this? And then I got the idea to do my makeup like a Republican, as any normal person would. Yes, that's something I would do. Yeah, my vibe is kind of just stealing things and then making fun of people. Yeah, that's kind of my vibe. So then when TikTok got deleted, when that happened, I reposted that TikTok to Instagram with the caption like, this is what Trump wants us to do now that he is going to save TikTok or something. But it was a viral hit on Instagram Reels. Yes, I let my freak flag fly on Instagram Reels. That's something about me that you should know, is that I'm a freak. When that happened, everyone smiled and everyone clapped. Everyone loved that Instagram Reel. It went viral, and I guess because people saw it on Instagram, when TikTok came back, the trend was just, it became a trend. But no one wants to credit me. Hi. No one wants to credit me as the starter of this trend. The only people who know I started this trend are you guys. But I'm like, guys, who remembers? Me, it was me. Me. Let's make this about me. It was me. I started the trend. So anyways, naturally, I had to do everything I could to get the attention back on me. So I made a second rendition, and this time a different girl came. It was the same girl, but she's different. Here's the original Antonio Garza Republican, and the new one. Sorry, audio listeners, love you. Guys, who's obsessed? Who's obsessed? The new one has a passion to her. She has a vibe in her heart that can't be recreated by many people. And I'm just so lucky that it was brought out of me. I don't know how it happened. I just put that thin little red lip on. I put that dark raccoon eyeliner and my fuck ass bob. My fuck ass bob. It really brought something out of me. Like, it was like my spirit, my aura was like, and everyone smiled. Everyone loved it. But then, yeah, I decided to do a solo rendition of God Made Girls. And guys, I shit post a lot of TikToks, and I did not expect people to like that as much as they did. This is my art. Anyone questions, oh, what do you do for a job? This is what I do. Yes. God made girls. Next thing to talk about is that I am really awesome. Okay. What is wrong with me? Like, I'm sorry. If I didn't know my vibe and I like clicked on one of my videos, I would be like, this bitch is really fucking annoying. And that is what scares me. That is what scares me. Like, it's scary. Pick me. Oh, I'm so weird. I'm so different.
Shut the hell up.
Also, speaking of Trump, not me waking up that bad baby is a Trump supporter, and no one wants to listen to me. No one wants to listen to me. Listen to me. No one gave a fuck. No one gaffed, but whatever. Speaking of that, so when I did that trend 4 years ago, the Republicans were pissed. 95,000 comments on that original TikTok of me doing Republican makeup. They were livid. I thought it was just a joke. I didn't even think the Republicans would see it because, like, I don't know, I didn't really expect much. The Republicans came back out. They saw my alter ego. She really needs a name. Guys, I need you to comment names for her. The Republicans saw it and they were getting pissed and bad things were happening. Like, this also happened with my last podcast episode that I posted. I read through the comments, which I don't ever read through the comments. I maybe will skim them. I did last week though. I read through them. And I don't know why, but someone just said something really mean about me. And then with the hype of my Republican makeup thing and all the Republicans commenting on my video, they were saying rude things about me and my appearance. And it was so weird because I'm like, I am like rock solid when it comes to, like, you could shoot any words at me and it's really not going to affect me. It's just such a low blow, but it makes me honestly feel bad for a lot of influencers who get it so much worse than I do, because there are people who really get body shamed down on the internet. And it's like, I really feel for them. I used to like be more strong to it. I don't know what kind of cracked. I think it's because I am feeling more insecure as of late. So when people are saying that and pointing out insecurities, it's like, oh, like, y'all noticed too. Like, I thought it was just me who noticed that I gained 40 pounds. Like, don't tell me you noticed. Maybe 35, maybe not 40. But I just feel fat recently. I really do. Guys, and I'm sorry, that word is really triggering to come out of my mouth. And I know it might be triggering for other people too, but it's like, some people might be like, no, you look good. But no, I'm serious. Like, I gained a lot of weight. And it's like, I don't know what is going on. I need to go to the doctor, I think, because something's wrong. So I think I've just been feeling insecure. So people were being really rude to me. The Republicans were saying bad things about my appearance, which their opinion just cracks me up because I'm like, girl, fuck out of here with that. Yeah, I don't think it was the Republicans that necessarily hurt my feelings, like the way that it hurt seeing like random people comment on my YouTube video, or like people who were my fans who were being like, no hate, but why does blah, 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 and like saying something about my appearance. And it's like, It really hurts. It really hurts. And I think I'm getting to a point where I'm going to get plastic surgery. That's where I've hit, because it's true. I think there's a lot of things I should be doing to help me not only look better, but feel a lot better. And I just don't do those things. So I'm going to work on doing that. And I genuinely think this is the year I'm going to be getting plastic surgery if the Patreon goes well. And I will be vlogging if I get plastic surgery. I will. So everyone should be supporting me in this because it really needs to happen. Anyways, yeah, I don't usually open up about things like this, but stay tuned for the surgery vlog. Surge vlog, time to get surged up. I'll be looking natch. Y'all won't even recognize me. That's the thing. No, I've often said that I want to get surgery. People are always like, no, you're so beautiful. And I'm like, really? And then I'm like, don't worry. I wouldn't ever change anything super crazy about my face. Like I'd even be afraid to get my nose done because like that's so like life-changing. I will be getting it done, yes. But nothing crazy. Nothing cray. I just had to stop recording for like 30 minutes to figure out there's a problem with my SD card.
You can see my SD card folder is empty. Let's go check the recycle bin. Return to the desktop and double-click the to open the recycle bin folder. You'll see the deleted photos of the SD card are not in this folder, right?
That reminds me of Tomodachi Life. Guys, Tomodachi Life. I want to talk about DS games. Can I be a nerd for a minute? Guys, the DS was everything to me. D and S. DS was everything to me. Let's talk about what DSs we had. Guys, okay, the freak just came out. The freak flag was starting to fly. I'm literally going to tear it down like it's a pride flag. The DS was everything to me. I had a DSi teal, and then I got a 3DS blue, and then I got a 3DS XL red, and then that's all I got. But then actually I did buy a second 3DS that's pink recently. Yes, I did do that. Because I jailbroke it. Guys, I jailbroke my 3DS so I can have 9,000 games on there. I could download any game I want at any time. And it's the best thing I've ever had. I am such a nerd. Guys, I have a whole room in my house dedicated to the nerdiest shit you can imagine. And no one knows this about me. Wow, I've never opened up about this. Wow. I literally want to get Pokemon tattoos on my body. I almost got an Eevee tattoo a while ago, but then I felt like it'd be too like Ariana Grande impersonator-y. Like I didn't want to be I was not going to enter Paige Newman territory, but I still want to do it because that was 4 years ago that I almost got that. And now I'm like, I still want it, which means that like, I think I should get it eventually, but just Pokemon tattoos in general. I love Pokemon. I have a full Pokemon collection, stuffed animal collection. And I have every single Evolution knickknack and Funko Pops and Pokemon cards, and I have everything. I have like a Sanrio section. I have Kirby. Zelda is my everything. Zelda is my everything. Zelda is my everything. I literally, guys, I can't believe I've never talked about this. The Legend of Zelda, like, it turned me into who I am today. I always think about how that game shaped me as a person. It shaped me to the bitch I am today. And of course, everything shapes me into the person I am, but that was extra like, oh my God, it's the everything for me. Like I wanted to be Link and I wanted to look like Zelda. Like that's my vibe. I wanted to be an adventurer so bad. I wanted to have a bow and arrow and start shooting. I literally would make bow and arrows out of sticks and like twine and shoot stuff in my backyard and go look for treasure and try to beat monsters. Like love Zelda so much. Ocarina of Time, best game ever made. If you haven't played it, it still holds up today. Go play it. Go buy a DS. You could literally play it for free online by like just getting an emulator. I've done that before. I've played it on my laptop with like a controller. Yes, I'm a freak. Yes, I'm a freak. Yes, I'm a freak. Breath of the Wild is my favorite game. Tears of the Kingdom, like those two are cute, but they kind of lost the Zelda charm for me. I'm like, why does every goddamn video game these days have to be like free world roam around? Like it looked like Fortnite. Literally, Zelda Breath of the Wild looks like you're in Fortnite, but it's like, I don't need to be roaming around everywhere. I don't need to do that. I liked the original Zelda games because it's like everything was intimate. Like you don't get a cute little Kakariko town in Zelda Breath of the Wild. No, they made it ugly. They disgustified it. Anyways, but yeah, I have Zelda props and posters all up in my bedroom, in my game room. Girl, that's the other reason I didn't want to get evicted. It's because I'm like, I don't want to have to take down my 9,000 posters. I don't want to rip my posters. No. And recently, guys, I got into anime. I know what you're thinking. How dare you? But guys, it's so good. It's so good. I started with Anime talk. Okay, guys, if you don't want to hear about my anime freakness, I'll give you a timestamp. Guys, if you haven't watched anime in your life, for a long time, I was like, that's just not for me. It's the same way I thought that about Drag Race. I was like, Drag Race just isn't for me. Like, I know, like, it's cute and, like, everyone loves it, but, like, it's just not for me. I'm like, girl, if everyone loves it, there's probably a damn reason. Like, because it's literally life-changing. Drag Race debrief coming later in this episode. I heard y'all. But just quickly about my anime freak, my gambling freak. I started by watching Jujutsu Kaisen. Guys, Gojo is my boyfriend. This is embarrassing. I know. But Gojo is everything to me. He's gorgeous and I love him and he's my best friend. Maybe my look today is a little anime if we think about it. But I do think that I'm a freak. Because I do love Demon Slayer a lot. I really love Demon Slayer. I can't wait for the movies. Demon Slayer, great show. Another great anime that I just recently finished, Death Note. And I know I'm the last person to do it. And I know I did a Death Note Misa cosplay for Halloween one year with my friend Jeremy, who was L. Girl, I didn't know what the hell that show was. I just did it because I thought it was a cute costume. And also, I looked like a damn freak. Speaking of that, these same bangs are the ones I wore, except I had to cut so much hair off these bangs to make them look normal today. Girl, back then when I did that cosplay, I'll put a photo, I had thick ass bangs. I looked like a damn freak. But I recently watched the show for the first time. Death Note changed my life. Guys, sickening, amazing, made me want to die. It was insane. Just the way anime makes you feel, like shows don't pull that emotion from you. I don't know, it's just a whole other world that I opened up to recently and now I get it. Now I get the anime freaks. I watched that one anime that's on Netflix, like with the trading cards that was really big on TikTok in like 2020. The one, you guys will recognize this, the audio where it's like, bug. Yeah, I watched that show and I get it. I'm like, damn, I would have been an anime freak back then too. I would have been a 2020 anime freak if only I knew, but I was missing out. Another one, I just finished the episodes last night. This is a currently ongoing show, Solo Leveling. Guys, this is the one for me. But I would say if you want to watch anime, you want to get into a show that you're like every single episode is good and it's so cute. Guys, watch Demon Slayer. Okay.
Please.
Back to what I was saying earlier. I don't think I ever finished this thoughtfully, but yeah, I like feel fat and ugly. But I do want to say I don't like talking about myself. I'm bad at talking about myself. And when it comes to things like that, that's why I don't open up about it, is because being vulnerable and accepting insecurities as reality is like unhealthy for the brain. I live in delusion. I like to live in delusion and not accept that my insecurities are real. I just pretend they're not there. And that helps me get through life pretty easily. But for you guys, I just want to say y'all are all beautiful. And if you want to feel happy in life, just accept yourself and don't become an influencer. But I should have touched on that. My mom was in town recently, and you know what? I feel beautiful around my mom. When I'm with my mom, she makes me feel so beautiful. Surround yourself with people who make you feel like that. My boyfriend makes me feel like the most lovely person on the planet. And I'm like, girl, I know you're fucking lying. But then he displays things to me where I'm like, I don't think he's lying. He calls me beautiful and I just assume he's lying. That's so unhealthy. I guess he's not lying because he finds beauty in my soul, my beautiful soul and my awesome vibe. But surround yourself with people who make you feel beautiful. Truly. I want you guys to do that. And also don't become an influencer if you don't want to feel hurt about the way you look. Speaking of boyfriends, Valentine's Day just passed, and I have a story or something I want to hash this out with you guys. It's another childhood trauma that just needs to be unpacked. There are two types of people in this world. Those who went to homecoming or prom with a date, and then those who deserve to live. You know, because the other ones, if you went to prom or homecoming with a date, you scare the fuck out of me. This leads me into my story. In 7th grade, I went to homecoming, and this whole process leading up to me going to homecoming was an extremely stressful process because as a child, I wasn't comfortable going to things like this, dressing up, we could say, because I didn't want to wear a dress because it was just like, I don't know, it's an uncomfortable thing to have to dress up nice when in school, we're just wearing jeans and a t-shirt every day. So, you know, having to change that up for an event felt almost isolating for me personally because I didn't know what to wear. It's a hard thing to go through as a child. I took it upon myself to decide, okay, I'm going to be different. I'm going to change things up. I'm going to set the tone at this school. I literally thought I was like the main character in like a Disney Channel movie special. Like I thought I was like Debbie Ryan, bitch. Like, yeah, I'm Radio Rebel. I thought I was going to change the whole school with this. I thought I was starting a social movement by doing what I thought was the brightest thing a person could do in my situation, wearing sweatpants to formal. I have issues. I've always been a freak. I decided to pull up, and here's the funny thing. I convinced my friends to do it as well. I was like, guys, let's pull up to formal and sweatpants. What are they gonna do? Kick us out? What are they gonna do? I thought I was the baddest bitch in that school. I was like, yeah, I'm different. I'm wearing sweatpants. Y'all look like fools wearing dresses. I do things different. I show up. The first thing that someone says to me is, do you know where you are? And then I see the lesbian security officer, and she says, y'all look amazing. I was like, she gets it. She knows what was up. She knew what was tea. And then one of the vice principals tried to stop us from going in. He was like, what are y'all wearing? And then the other, I think it was maybe the principal or maybe the security guard, I forget who, was like, just stop. Everything was going according to my master plan. I was starting a ruckus, starting discomfort for everyone around me. I was like, yeah, look at what I'm wearing and feel weird about it. I'm different. I'm so different. Girl, I've always been a damn pick-me. I felt really awesome. I was like dancing freely. Me and all my friends, we just felt really awesome. So if that was where the story ended, it would be one thing. Girl, in 8th grade, the same event comes around again. And I was like, what now? What do I do now? I was like, how do I up myself from last year? I wore sweatpants last year. What could I possibly do to do something even crazier? Because I, again, didn't want to wear a dress. So I was like, guys, I went to my friends. I was like, the Valentine's dance is coming. Let's get our sweatpants on. And my friends were like, actually, I think this year I want to wear a dress. And then another friend was like, oh yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Meanwhile, I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you want to wear a dress? Remember? Guys, remember? I roll up to school the day of the Valentine's Day dance. Everyone else wanted to be normal. Everyone else wanted to wear dresses. All of my friends looking like beauty queens behind me. And me in the middle. What am I wearing? Well, you guessed it. Girl, I wore sweatpants again. I wore sweatpants and a t-shirt again. Let me tell you, the tone changed. Year 1 of me wearing sweatpants to prom, I was like, year 2, I'm looking like bummy freak. Girl, I was giving freak energy down. It was embarrassing. It was so sad. Girl, and everyone looked at me like, oh, you're doing this again. Girl, I thought everyone was gonna be like, yes. Put those sweatpants on, girl. Put those sweatpants on and work. My second year doing that, I walked in and everyone's like everyone else had different agendas, you know? I had my own vibe going on, and that's okay. I've just always been different, but I never felt so out of place in my life. I felt like an embarrassing freak. And then in high school, when those events happened, I just didn't even bother. Worst of all, I wanted to wear my hair different. I was like, yeah, like kind of similar to now, where it's like I love doing my hair and makeup, but I hate putting on outfits. So I was like, let me do my makeup. It's sickening. I did like little moment with the eyes. I was like, let me do a half up, half down. I got a strip of hair, we could say. Not even a strip from the top of my head, and just pulled it straight back and then did a little bun. One of my friends, and not even in like a reading me way, one of my friends told me direct to my face, she said, I don't want to go with you if you're going to do that to your hair. And she was being so dead ass. I'm like, girl, that same friend one time looked me in the face and said, oh, I thought you were She said a slur to my face and said, oh, I literally remember being like, and then to double down, she's like, yeah, my mom said you were a Hello? Whose mother? Someone's mom called me a Yeah. NBD. That's just the things that happen to me in my life. What about you? Anyways, the thing I said earlier about people who are the freaks, the horny freaky fucks who go to like prom and homecoming with dates. I'm like, what schools are y'all going to? Y'all are in Euphoria High. Meanwhile, I'm in like fucking, it felt like I was in elementary school until I was in like 10th grade. Like the attitudes and the vibes. I'm like, we are children. We are literally children. 9th graders are still children to me. And that's what freaks me out. I'm like, not only going on dates with people, the people who met their fiancés. I have people who are engaged who went to my high school who are dating people who went to our high school. I'm like, I would love to believe that that's your soulmate, but like, seriously? But then it's like, why even feel bad for those people? Because it's like, One, they're probably happy. They're probably so blissfully ignorant. They're blessed with like a normal functioning brain without like depression and schizophrenia, you know? Sorry, I want to say this before I forget. One more thing, back to the Republican nation of it all. There is a real stereotype with Republican people who, let me just put it this way. Y'all know that Ashley Trevino is a Republican? Did y'all know this? Because I just found this out yesterday. Ashley Trevino is a Trumpy. And like, there's nothing. I don't even think there's a. I don't even have words. I genuinely don't have words. Like, Ashley Trevino is a Trumpy. That is the sentence. That is the statement. That is the joke. That's it. It says what it needs to say. Ash Trevino, I just can't even believe. I have been an Ash not follower, but an onlooker since October of last year. October. I was there for months before anyone found out about her, before Santos, before all of this. Girl, I saw her on live today talking about, you're just jealous because you can go to Rodeo. You can go to Rodeo and buy a Louis. You wish you were me. You want me to buy you a Louis? Girl, Louis Vuitton is pissed. Can I tell you something? Louis Vuitton is pissed. They're going to do that same thing that they did to Fergie, where Louis Vuitton is going to send Ashley Trevino a bunch of Gucci or something so that she starts wearing Gucci. Because, girl, Louis Vuitton doesn't want you. They don't fuck with you like that. Louis Vuitton does not fuck with you, Ashley Trevino. You know what? I'm going to say something controversial. I think that the people who are almost worse than Ashley are the ones online who are spreading false information about her. I see TikToks on my For You page daily. And yes, this is my fault. This is my fault for interacting with them and watching them. But I see people making TikToks that get millions of likes that are just falsifying information, therefore making her more famous because people believe this stuff. They'll just take clips of Ashley doing anything and put a caption and be like, not her doing this because of this. And I'm like not her crying because Santos just stabbed her. And then it's like 1 million likes and everyone's like, oh my God. People love spreading false information about her to go viral because it will always go viral. Those people are worse than even her herself because they are lifting her up without knowing it. And it's just annoying. It's annoying because now I see anything about her and I don't know what's true or not. And I don't care. But there are a lot of people who do and who believe that stuff at face value. And I'm like, in the Santos supporters, don't get me started on Santos. Sorry, I did not expect to be doing a whole thing about this. He is a psycho freak. He has horrible, horrible allegations against him. And then there's bitches like the girl from the Bop House. Don't get me started on the Bop House. The girl from the Bop House having her on his podcast, having him on her podcast, giving him a place to sleep. I'm like, y'all are embarrassing. Y'all will do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. They do anything for clout. Me sitting here talking about them to get clout. I have hope for Ashley. I feel like she can get better. That's the thing about me is I see the light in people. There is something in her that I feel like could be improved. I do feel like everyone can improve and better themselves. She is getting a lot of money. I hope she uses it for good things and not just her Louis bags. I honestly am going to only manifest good things. I don't want to rant and be a negative Nelly, but I don't know. Just the whole side of the internet that just, it needs to stop. I'm done seeing it. I got it off my For You page for like a solid month. I didn't see anything about her. And then just this week, it's like rapid fire again. And I'm like, please. I will say though, Ashley was in LA for like a while. And that was the same time when my mom was in LA. So we were driving around doing things and like all around the city. And girl, everywhere I went, I was like, what if I see her? Where's Ashley? I promise to stop talking about influencers. I feel like every episode I have something to say. It's like, girl, shut your trap. Shut your damn trap. Like, enough. Like, you are an influencer too. Like, stop talking. But people who are usually like really popping off and making a bunch of money, just know that 9 out of 10 times, those people are insufferable to be around. Again, kind of what I said last episode, where like the world revolves around them. So they become like insufferable to be around because all they could think about is themselves, not only themselves from their own point of view, but they constantly are thinking about themselves from other people's point of views. And people like that are horrible to be around. No offense, because it's like work, you know, do your thing, do what you got to do to get your bag, live your life, be the fantasy celebrity online influencer of the year. People just get addicted to attention. People can get so addicted to attention. That stopped for me. I don't know why or how. I think because I have had points where I get so much attention and then points where I get like no attention at all. People don't care what I'm doing. So it kind of just like made me get a new perspective where I'm like, okay, I'm still a person then and I'm still a person now. But it's hard for people to recognize that because they put like all of their value in their views and likes and comments. And that's a hard place to be. It's a hard place to be, and it turns you into an insufferable bitch sometimes But I feel most bad for people who can't get rid of that. Like people who have always been like that and just are that type of personality, because it could be worsened by a person with a personality who's already kind of narcissistic. Example, handsome fella. Hi, I'm going to talk about him really quick. Such an embarrassing freak. Cheated on my best friend Haley, who is such a good person and such a good partner. And I saw her go through just horrible evilness at the hands of this self-obsessed Twitch streamers. Don't trust a Twitch streamer. Haley was very public about the cheating and everything that happened, which, girl, at first I was so scared for her. I was like, I don't know if you should be posting these things online, because it's like such a vulnerable thing to show to people, is like show someone cheating on you. But I'm like, no, girl, instill the fear of God in these men. Do what you have to do. After she did it, I'm like, I was so scared, because like I have that same mindset of like, no, like we don't want to ruin a guy's life. And I'm like, wait, well, if you don't want to reap consequences as a man, then don't do bad things. And girl, she gagged me. She posted it. People received it. I'm like, yes, actually, such a power move. Shout out to Haley. Yes, shouting out all my friends this episode. That's the vibe. That's my influencer rant of the day. Nothing is more embarrassing than falling. Guys, I fell in Mexico one time. I would rather fall to my death than fall and like have to pick myself back up. Nothing is more fucking embarrassing. If you've experienced, like when you're a kid and you fall and you like are like, "Nyah," and then you like, boom. It's like, okay, fine. But as an adult, falling is, oh my God, it's embarrassing. I was in Mexico with Douse for his birthday and a bunch of my friends. And we were doing like a little like wave pool kind of spring thing, natural spring vibe. And at this thing, there were stairs to get up from like the platform down to the pool. Keep in mind, we'd all taken shots. It was also a tequila tasting that was happening. Girl, duh, we're in Mexico. And when I was walking down these stairs, I'm telling you, slippery, algae, years of calcification, like goo, humidity, water. People have used this staircase so much that the steps become like indented because they're wooden. And then stuff had grown on this. It was such a slippery staircase. So I was walking down, also in a bikini, which I'm already so vulnerable. I'm like trying to hide my body in front of like all these sickening people I was with. And then I'm walking down so demure, only had taken like 2 shots, and I slip and boom, 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 fall down the stairs. I fell down the stairs. And it was so embarrassing because everyone was like, because also my like fucking big ass, I'm like, boom, like, and then all the skinny bitches are like, what's going on? Embarrassing. I would have rather fallen to my death. I would have rather. Just take me out at that point. So, and then having to pick yourself back up and be like, I'm okay. Meanwhile, bleeding, dripping. To make it all worse, kick a bitch while they're down. Yeah, why don't you? Kick me while I'm down. The tour guide was like,
No more tequila shots for you.
and I look him dead in the face and I'm like, I'm not drunk. Nothing is wrong with me. I'm not impaired. It's the slippery staircase. Why didn't you warn us? I gagged him because I had to save face. I had to save face as fast as I could, because don't kick me while I'm down after falling in a bikini looking huge like a whale falling down the stairs in Mexico after 2 shots of tequila in front of my skinny friends. Don't do that to me. So I had to clock him. I said, I actually will be drinking more. Yes, I will. Yes, the only thing that could fix my pain was the drinking. Thankfully, I actually didn't hurt myself. I did bleed. I probably have a scar. This is, I think, the scar. This is my scar. My scars are beautiful. Let's talk about my scars. I have a scar on this arm. Can you see it? From when a hairstylist burned my arm with a curling iron. Girl, out of nowhere. We were just like kicking around, and then it's like, I was like, then he was like, please don't tell my boss. I told his boss. But he's the bestie and the boss is my bestie. That's why I told him. I was like, I don't mind. But I'm not going to say what salon it is because that is a bad look. But just know it's my favorite salon in the world. I will still go there. I'll spend all my money there. I will go there for the rest of my life. I don't mind it. I'm like, this is just a little tattoo to represent my lovely hair salon and hairstylist who I love so much. Another thing that's been annoying me recently is me trying to fall asleep. We need to recreate things. We need to make a new version of melatonin that doesn't give me like paranoid schizophrenia. Like, why am I taking a melatonin to have a peaceful night of sleep? Meanwhile, once I hit the hay and I start dreaming, girl, it's like I'm in the back rooms of the back rooms. Like, I literally will start dreaming up scenarios that like can't even be described by human like language. We haven't deciphered that text yet to describe what the hell's going on off of a melatonin. Maybe I need to try some Let Me Sleep by Courtney. Like, let me sleep. Let me just sleep. Because why am I in bed every single night at 4 a.m., of course, because I can't sleep at a normal sleep schedule, doing dress to impress poses to try to fall asleep? Like, why am I doing pose 12 with my face in the pillow? I'm done. Put me out. All signs are pointing to death. I just need a good night of sleep, please. I saw a TikTok that maybe I should start listening to brown noise. Might get into this. Brown noise. I tried listening to some affirmations to fall asleep last night, like some affirmation Spotify sounds. Things like less anxiety, get rich, this and that, affirmations like that. And all it did was give me a panty. It gave me a big fat panty. I was like, I once again felt like I was in the back rooms, which isn't a good feeling when you're trying to fall asleep because the music is like, it's like these weird tones. Can we invent something, please, please, please? Guys, give me sleep tips. Sleep tips. Maybe I should clean my room. Maybe that would like give me a more calm vibe. Another thing that is a problem is I always work. I will edit for days sitting in my bed, which I know is bad because then I associate my bed with like work and stress. Like the second I put my head down to go to bed, I'm like, oh wait, turns out everything in my life is wrong and I'm going to die in 6 days. Like, I'm not kidding. Everything wrong that has happened to me in my life and is currently going wrong, the second I hit my head to the pillow, everything is suddenly a problem. I start panicking. Why do I start panicking the second I try to go to bed? It's just a problem. So I might be trying drugs soon. I might be doing things. We don't know what I'm going to try. Maybe I'll just start watching TV shows. Watching TV does help me go to sleep. So I just need to find some more TV shows. Let me know what I should watch. What do I watch? I'm watching Love is Blind right now. Don't get me started. Actually, it's not that interesting of a season. Kind of boring. Kind of let down. A bunch of people were saying that the last season of Love is Blind was like the worst season. I saw everyone being like, this is so dumb. Girl, I was living for last season of Love is Blind. So entertaining. So much drama. I was obsessed. Such a good season of Love is Blind. This one right now is a bit boring. But like it's cute because there is some like, ooh, like there's like a vibe. Also, girl, I saw they're releasing a Hulu live action about Natalia Grace. Who here knows about the curious case of Natalia Grace? Who here knows about the curious case of Natalia Grace? Who? I know a lot about the curious case of Miss Natalia Grace. Yes, I do. I watched the whole little thing on like Lifetime, I think. I gagged. You couldn't find better TV than the curious case of Natalia Grace. You couldn't find it. I don't know why in the hell they're making a live action, and girl, it looks bummy as fuck, but I cannot wait to watch it. I really can't wait. It better be The Act Part 2. I think it will be. I'm assuming whoever did The Act is probably doing this too, because girl, who else would take on this much of an important case? For those of you who don't know, Natalia Grace is the girl who was adopted by a family, and they thought that she was actually an adult. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to know the results, which are very still unclear, it ended up being the craziest story you could possibly imagine. The family was batshit crazy. It was framed in the beginning as a story of like, oh, this innocent, amazing family adopted this freak girl. Turns out the girl, is she a freak? Yes, extremely freaky. But the family is worse. The family that adopted her in the beginning, crazy people. And you could see it in that's why the documentary was so interesting, is because they were talking to the direct family. They weren't talking to like, it wasn't like a recreation of the actors. They were talking to the family of Natalia Grace. The dad, craziest person I've ever seen on camera. Crazy person vibes. The son was like very interesting. Of course, Natalia, hearing her talk about it herself was so fascinating. Everything. It was a very interesting show. So I really recommend that. Cannot wait for the live action. Girl, it's going to be freaky as fuck. I already know it and I cannot wait. I can't wait. Last thing I want to talk about in the same vein of entertainment and media, Drag Race. You guys really wanted a Drag Race debrief? Can I just say this past episode, the current episode of Drag Race is airing right now. Oh, wait, I'm so excited. Yay. Okay, I don't think I want to do like a super long rendition. I guess I could do a little one. Drag Race is everything to me. As I said earlier, it's the same thing with Drag Race that happened with anime, where I didn't watch it for so long because I was like, that's just not for me. I don't want to get into that can of worms. Girl, I opened the damn worms. I'm slurping them down every chance I can get. Drag Race changed my life. It genuinely changed my life. It changed the way I approached doing my makeup, getting glam. I just love it. It is so amazing. I started at season 15. Season 15 of Drag Race will forever be one of the most iconic, insane seasons of Drag Race ever. If you're just wanting to start out, I would recommend season 5 or season 15. Those are universally very loved seasons. Season 5 is like a golden everything. It's perfection. Season 6, cute. Season 7, I didn't even finish it. I didn't like it. Sorry. I didn't like season 7. Season 8, oh, hard watch, but like, okay. But like good. I love the queens on season 8. Season 9 was insane. Valentina is my favorite drag queen ever. She needs to do something. She needs to come back. Valentina, come home. I just need to see her face every day of my life. Like, she is gorgeous. She's everything to me. She is perfection. Season 10, snooze. Season 11, couldn't even bear to watch the first episode. Season 12, sickening. Season 13, universally not that loved, but I actually really enjoyed it. I thought season 13 was great. Season 14, okay. Season 15, boom. Everyone died. Everyone died. Insane. Such a good season. Season 16, don't even get me started. Obsessed. The finale lip sync on season 16 will forever be in my mind as like one of the most exciting things I've ever watched on TV. I'm going to focus on season 17 for right now. All Stars, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on All Stars 9. All Stars 9 was disgusting. If you watched, you know. Plastic Tiara, I'm so sorry. You don't deserve this. You deserve so much more than what you got. RuPaul, I'm looking at you. There's an issue with judging recently. I saw it so heavily in All Stars 9 and in season 17. It is insane. The judging is insane. It's messed up. Like, it's wrong. It's sick. It's twisted. It's wrong. There's something corrupt. It is a corrupt system. RuPaul needs to do a few things. One, go. Like, I'm sorry. I love RuPaul. RuPaul has always been untouchable perfection to me. But this season, I'm getting upset with the decisions, the things they're saying. For example, the most recent episode of Snatch Game, they were saying to Sam Star, you did too good. Like, we don't know who you are. And then Lexi Love flopped and they were like, it was so bad that it was good. I'm like, what is this judging? Telling people that they're doing bad so they love it, but then people who are doing great aren't being authentic enough? Girl, it's the Snatch Game. What are you talking about? If you are a Drag Race fandom watcher, you've already heard all the think pieces, so I'm not going to focus specifically on the Snatch Game episode because it was horrible. I watched the Snatch Game with my mom. Girl, I felt embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, I'm showing my mom Drag Race and this is the first episode that she's watching. I'm really hoping that a winner starts to rise as the episodes go on. But last season, by episode 3, I knew, and like for a fact, the top 5 was going to be Saphira, Q, Plain Jane, Nymphia, and Morphine. Like, there was no question. They are life-changing. All 5 of them were amazing. And this season, I'm like, what am I supposed to be looking for? Because I can't find it. Can I be honest? My favorite queen from season 17 is now gone. Hormona Lisa. Oh my God. She had a naturally funny, charismatic vibe that, honest to God, almost none of the other queens have. Lexi Love, I'm obsessed with her. She's everything to me. I honestly really like Ariadne. Again, her Snatch Game was horrible. What are you talking about being a baby and then saying, I'm a baby. Girl, what? Sam Star, love. I honestly think Sam Star is going to be she's kind of my winner pick right now, but still I do kind of get the critique where it's like, I'm not saying enough. Anyways, guys, I can go on about this forever. All I know is that we're breaking the ice. We're breaking the ice here. I have so much more I could say. Drag Race, just if you haven't watched it, start watching it. I'll catch up with you next time. I'll talk more about this next time. I could really go in depth. I will just say my favorite seasons though, personally, season 15 is everything for me. So excited for All Stars 10. I know the cast. I know who's going to be in this cast and it's a sickening cast. Can't wait to watch it. Even though All Stars is pissing me off. What do you mean Plastic TR didn't win All Stars 9? What do you mean Roxy Andrews didn't win All Stars 9? What do you mean? What do you mean for the talent show, the final episode, that just swayed the whole decision? It's unfair. Why are you doing one episode that could push people who have been flopping all season into the finale? That doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up to me. It's been upsetting me. All Stars 2 is amazing though. Love All Stars 2, All Stars 7. I mean, it's classic. If you know Drag Race, you know Drag Race. But anyways, I want to wrap this up. Guys, I have things to do, meals to eat, Drag Race to watch, and Fortnite to play. I'm serious. And Patreon videos to edit. Thank you guys for watching this. Go check out the Patreon. Give me any feedback also in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys want to see from me on Patreon. If you go to the Patreon website and search up Not Thriving or click the link below, you'll find all the perks that I'm offering. I do have a few perks that I put on there that I want you guys to go see. They're special, but I'm going to keep it a little hush. And hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Hope I wasn't too ugly on the eyes today. But in general, I'm loving you. So, peace and love. Goodbye.